You're listening to Truly Unruly with Marcus and Jessica Trufant. What's up, guys?
What's goody?
Welcome to another wonderful episode of non-professional advice on Truly Unruly.
Oh, man. I wonder how that advice went over.
Should have been
from the last show, because
should have been good. Mm-hmm. We got a lot to say, and we are living off experience.
You're in your feelings.
It's okay, and that's okay as a man to be in your feelings. Society will try to tell you that's not right, or that's not acceptable. But we gonna make it. We gonna make it. Mm-hmm. What you got for us, Kel?
We should one day do an episode on toxic masculinity and what we believe is or isn't toxic masculinity.
I like it.
So what we had, because Jess will go off, and I just know she'll just
naturally
hit us with one. Okay, so I feel like since our last episode did well, we have already gotten some great emails, and I have one here which. The people want our advice, guys, or at least want you guys' advice. And this one is interesting because this one is coming from grown folks who have been married for quite some time. It's from a wife. So you guys ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
Rete.
I am losing attraction to my husband. How do I ask him to lose weight? I have been married to my husband. We've been together for around 10 years. I'm losing attraction to my husband due to his weight gain, and I don't know how to fix it. But most importantly, I'm worried about his health. I'm absolutely in love with my husband, who is a wonderful person, and there's zero chance I will leave him because of this. But I've always been attracted to skinny guys, which my husband was. The classic eat whatever you want, don't gain weight. Only with COVID, working from home, etc., he continued to gain weight. Honestly, when he's fully clothed, she's very attracted to him. She says, I know this may make me sound terrible, but when he is shirtless, I lose all that attraction to him. When his stomach touches mine when we are intimate, which it used to never do, it's an instant turn off, no matter how hard I try to ignore it.
Oh, shit. Damn it, man.
Which means we haven't been as intimate lately. I know he's a bit self-conscious about this, but he won't do anything to fix it. He shoots down my attempts to eat healthier, small portions, exercise, etc. I've tried to bring up that I'm worried about his health in such a short amount of time, but nothing comes of it. It's been almost 2 years. I'm trying to get over it, but I just can't, and it keeps getting worse. Husband refuses the idea of couples therapy. It's a lot to unpack there, yeah?
First of all, Kel, I was going to say, you can't give me stories and expect me to respond. I've lost half the story. I'm already stuck on it. She's concerned about his health. Really? Has he gone to the doctor? Does he have high blood pressure now, high cholesterol, diabetes? Is there a lot of fat in the midsection where you're concerned about his heart, possible heart attack? Like, okay. I mean, there's so many things. Like, you're going to have to deal with it. That's my thing. If you're not going to leave him, there's zero chance I would ever leave him. Well, then you're just going to have to be an unattracted motherfucker. I'm just saying. I don't even really. If you've done everything you can and he's against it, I don't know. Maybe there's something else going on. Maybe he's unhappy. Maybe he is slightly depressed. Maybe that's why there's no motivation behind that, because he should want to stay fit, or at least, I don't know. I guess it shouldn't fucking matter, right? But as a woman, I want to try and look the best I can for my husband. I don't know. That may sound shallow or whatever, but fuck it. It is what it is. And so it's got to be a personal want. I don't know. So
this is tough. This is a tough one. Yeah, our bellies.
And how's her condition? What's her shape? Shit. If your bellies are touching, is that two bellies touching, or is it one belly smothering the other?
This is tough, and I don't know. It's kind of tough for me to jump into this one, but I'll just say that the woman is trying. She's trying. She's begging and pleading, right? And as a spouse, you are supposed to want the best for your spouse. You always want them to be happy. You want to impress them. You want to be able to do these things, but at the same time, you still want to be able to be yourself. You want to do this stuff, but I think you got to take a step. You got to take a step in the right direction, or you open yourself up to other things. If your wife or your partner is telling you, okay, I'm not really feeling this. It's not what I like. Things have changed. Then things could start to change in a hurry, right? That's when people start to step out, or she starts to ask, I need to take a trip. I need to take a girl's trip down to Miami. I need a break, right? Things start to creep in, right? When the communication is not really working like it's supposed to. And so I think it's a tough situation, man. When you lose attractiveness, that could be a very scary place.
You can't come back from that.
But
I think it's hard to come back from that.
Yeah, it's hard to come back from that. And I know love is supposed to,
conquer all, fuck that.
Fix everything. It's not so much about the superficial stuff. I do believe in that. But if someone is losing attractiveness, is that a word? Attractiveness up to a person, then you got to talk it out. And my man don't even want to go to therapy. He's making it tough on himself. That's
what I'm saying. There might be another underlying issue. How much weight has he gained? Is this 10, 15 pounds? Or are we talking 20, 40?
Well, it used to be skinny and now his belly is.
But that's subjective. What does that mean? And
it
now
just
he
means
has a little
different.
belly.
It
like,
just means
is it a
different.
little belly, or is he like?
And the lady's uncomfortable. That's all that matters. It's different and the lady's uncomfortable.
Well, I mean, yep.
But wait.
You can't always have it your way.
So let me slow myself down real quick. Would this be like totally out of pocket if this was the man talking to the woman? Mm-hmm. Because I'm sitting up here saying that the man got to fix himself and do all this stuff, and we kind of live in a world to where we want everything to be equal.
Well,
right?
It's usually a man addressing
That's
a woman.
What I'm saying. But then if that man is totally out of pocket, though.
Too. Because it happens so much. You guys are so much. Why do you think? Don't even go there. Why do you think we're over here sucking all of the fat out of our bodies and putting it in our butts and shit?
For self.
A lot of it is for self.
Yeah, for self.
But a lot of it is to appear more attractive to the opposite sex. A lot of it is for self. Granted, you're right. But a lot of people do it because of what they see and how men, we already went over this, how men rap in videos. I want a girl with a zero gravity waist, if that's even a thing.
What song is that?
I don't know. I just made that up. And I want her butt to be huge. And then I wanted to have the semi-huge stuff. And it's like, well, how do I achieve that look? And then you see people on Instagram and all these people, and it's, so I get it, but it's mainly men. You don't see women. All women are like, yeah, I want a guy with a big dick type thing, right?
Or ladies,
you don't see him.
They act like it doesn't matter necessarily what the man looks like, as long as he got the bag, he's taking care of the family, he's doing his thing. That's kind of what the thing is. It's not so much about the man's looks all the time. It's more of a woman type thing. But if a man comes off and is saying that, all I'm saying is that he's like the worst person on earth.
But I commend her. It is very brave of her to step out and say that, because I think some women probably feel the same way. Like, hey, you didn't put on the quarantine 50 and you're just not as attractive. Does he have a nice personality? Because maybe, But like, again, she said she's never going to leave him. But does that mean
he's not cute, but he has a nice personality?
Step out on him.
And that's what I was saying, that you set yourself up. If a woman is consistently saying, can you do this? Can you do that? I need this. I want this. And you're playing defense on that. Things could get a little.
And how long have they been married?
Interesting.
Do you know?
10 years.
What's their age?
Did not say, but she said they've been married for 10 years. So I feel
Okay,
like
because
they've been together for some time.
you can't just go back on the market easily
Or can you?
after a certain age. And I mean, you can, but
It depends on what she's looking for. She could get her groove back.
do
like
you
I
really
said.
want to start all that all over again? And you know what? There's other ways to encourage people to work out besides for dragging them to the gym. Like, one thing I learned when I had my life changed when I started to work out when I was pregnant with my second kid is there are so many other things that you can do that is a workout, but you don't feel like you're working out. Going dancing, hiking. I mean, it is a workout, but it's something cool.
Skating.
We used to do trampoline work, like literally go to the big trampoline places that the kids go to where you can like break your leg and your arm and stuff. And we used to jump on those. I mean, we did naughty yoga where you're literally tying yourself in a knot. That was a hell of a workout. So there are so many other ways to try and encourage your spouse to get out and to be active together. So that is one way instead of going
healthy lifestyle
without even completely changing your diet.
Yeah.
Right. There are ways where you can drop a little bit of weight just by being a little bit more active.
Cut back on the drinking, cut back on the fast food.
Who said they were drinking and eating fast food?
I'm just saying
That's us.
Alternative ways to, live a healthier life. You cut back on drinking, you cut back on things that are unhealthy. You're eating fast food.
Right. And don't try and do it all at one time because it's going to be overwhelming and it's not going to work.
But do it together. Make it a couples thing. Don't just be like, oh yeah, you need to change. It's all on you. I want you to do this. I want you to do that.
No, I'm kidding.
But do it together.
But it depends on his frame of mind too. Like you said, it was during COVID. COVID really fucked people up and put them in a rut that people are still trying to get out of.
That's
so
true.
that could really factor into what is happening. So don't give up on him.
Yeah, the healthy lifestyle. It doesn't have to be pointing the finger. Let's try to work through this together. There's other things you could do besides go to the gym.
Right. Well, that's, yeah. Anyway.
I just think it's funny when Jess blames, I'm sorry, I'm backtracking, but when Jess blames men for the reason why women decided to get lipo and their butts bigger, because women were doing that before niggas was rapping about it. You know that,
okay,
right?
I don't fully blame men, but a lot of body image issues came from the objectification of women by men. And now we do it to each other. So it's a whole situation. But it absolutely did start from society, the men who run it, putting women out there, pinup girls, all these things, the ideal woman, this, that, all of those things that women are still like grappling with now. That came from the collective of stupid men.
I blame that on European fashion and their idea of beauty and high fashion. That's what I blame that on.
Well, whatever.
Of the unrealistic woman, right?
And that's why you have girls with eating disorders and all that kind of shit, because they see this shit in the magazines. And I feel like that all comes from European fashion culture. That's just my opinion.
Which we're trying to achieve. But now it just comes from, like you said, it comes from seeing a woman seeing another woman. And it's like, oh, I want that number two.
I want the attention that she gets.
Right. Let me get that number two.
Like you at the barbershop.
I need that number 4. Right.
Chart, right?
The menu.
Yeah. Damn.
I need a number 7 and 8.
I want the
hips.
Give
me a number 7 and a number 2.
I want the ass to waist ratio. Right here. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Did you guys ever see that Instagram video that showed all those women on the flight coming back from like South America that got BBLs done? And the chick is filming it, and there's like 20 women on this flight, and they're all
facing backwards because you cannot sit on your butt, right?
You can't sit. No, Jess, they're all sitting on their knees on the seat, but like bent over, like doggy style on their knees because they can't sit. And I'm just like,
oh.
Like the medical tourism has gotten like so out of hand when it comes to like that shit. Like it's crazy.
I know you kind of hate when I play.
Everybody's doing it.
A devil's advocate, right? But I don't know if I see so much wrong with that, Kel. People, if everybody could do it, I think a lot more people would do it. They put this thing on it like it's a bad thing and you guys is being fake. I went back and forth with a gentleman on IG earlier and talked about girls need to be honest about their surgeries, et cetera, et cetera. I don't
We
think
don't
it's a
owe
bad
you
thing.
shit.
I don't think it's a bad thing. Do what you want to do, right? It does not matter. And
We don't owe anybody
And if more
shit.
people could do it, they would do it. It's not a big
You're right.
deal.
You're right. But the problem with the BBLs is that that's one of the most dangerous
It is one of the
surgeries
most
that you
dangerous
can
surgeries. But you
do.
know
That is
what?
Very dangerous surgery.
For every one person that might have trouble, there's a million. that
Everything is
don't.
dangerous. And getting a tattoo is dangerous. And you can get
Yeah,
Not
but
as dangerous
BBLs are
as
like
BBL.
next
but-
level though.
Not
I
as
know.
dangerous as BBL.
But I'm saying is that there's a risk to pretty much everything, though, right?
But
Well,
what
my
happens,
thing
Marcus,
is-
when the fad goes away? Because that fad is starting to phase. You see girls like Kim Kardashian getting her butt back to normal.
Well, now everybody's taking their asses out. I don't know. Fuck.
Hey, enjoy it while you can. Enjoy it while you can.
Right. It's your life.
In your 20s, 30s, or 40s, 50s. It don't really matter. But enjoy it while you can. And then when the fad is gone, and you
It's your life.
All these-
you worry
My
about
only
tomorrow
thing
ladies.
is, Kel, the
Expand
level
that ass and let it show.
of back that
Your
comes
man
out
gonna
of
be
some of
smiling
these girls'
and- yeah.
asses is,
You be all right.
I don't know. I am all for enhancing something, but I am not for it looking completely unnatural.
Right. Agreed. I
Like,
agree with that.
I
agree
am
with
not for the girls that are extreme ass and hipping. It's weird. You can tell. I don't want to be able to tell. I want to be
Right.
like, I wonder if. I don't want to be able to tell. I don't want to see your tiny
Right.
arms and tiny ankles and then these ginormous or I don't want to see somebody that has big ass arms, big ass bottom half, and then this little teeny tiny waist. It's like, well, wait a minute. Something doesn't add up here. So that's just my personal opinion.
No,
Like I
agree with
said,
that.
I had shit sucked out and put into my boobs. So I am no stranger. Well, that was a different circumstance. And it doesn't even matter. I did it right. But there's no way I
Everybody
would
knows
be
about your boob journey. So you're
right.
good. Yeah.
There's no way I would be walking around here looking like I have literally just not proportionate. Do something that is
Right.
proportionate. People are going extreme. If you need a little ass, put a little ass in there. Put a little hips on there. Don't put 5 kids in your ass and 5 kids on your hips.
What if that makes them happy though? And to us.
Well, to me, it's just not. To me, it's just obvious. It's becoming like
is.
very obvious.
But my point is, if it makes the individual happy and they want to rock out in that way,
Right, that
Be
is
my
fine.
guest.
But I
If
have
you
a right
love
to
it,
say that.
I love
We were
it.
watching
I don't-
reality TV and every chick's body looked exactly the same.
hey,
Exactly.
and it's
I'm
dudes
like-
that is
It's-
salivating
but
over that.
Well, yeah, and that's fine.
that's
but at
fine.
the same time,
Not that
it's
it
like,
makes
listen,
it right,
like,
but I'm saying though, if it's good for them and them,
yeah, but the thing is, like, when you're getting a fucking rib taken out, you know what I'm saying, and doing all this kind of shit,
That might
like
have
they
to
do that.
happen.
They're getting the ribs taken out. It's like this. Okay, cool. Do what you want, but it's so out of hand that the problem with, at least in the United States, is that we don't address body dysmorphia. 99.9% of these people, 99% of these people have fucking body dysmorphia. That's why they're doing this shit. Because they do one thing, then they got to do another thing. Then they got to do another
What's
thing.
that,
And
Kel?
nothing's ever fucking
I don't
good
know what
enough.
that is.
Body
I'll
dysmorphia. When you,
slap the head off your face.
I was gonna say, I know you know what body dysmorphia is, but that's the thing. Like, you look in the mirror and you always see something. You just can't love who you are. You always got to try to fix something. Like,
That's
and that's
everybody in the
mental health.
United
That's
States.
mental
Kel.
health.
I don't even, but you know what? Honestly, Kel, I don't even think it's body dysmorphia for some
Why do you
people.
think the
I just
industry
think
is
some
flourishing
people
so much?
think they got it. This is it. It's who
But
this
some
is
of
what
them
they
just
want.
start looking crazier and crazier. And,
Well, that's
and
when
more
it's body
fillers
dysmorphia,
and
right?
more
But I
fillers
think
and just
that's like the
cheek implant.
Madonna thing. Didn't she get on social media and say it's hard to age because of the way she looked at the award ceremony? It is definitely, actually, it's not hard to age if, like you said, body dysmorphia, if America embraced getting older. And it's a business. There are so many things put in place to keep us young, skinny, big booty. Like, how can you not fall for it? How can you not fall for it? And the haters that are like, I would never do that. There's probably 2% that would never, but the majority, if you could afford it, if you knew how to rock it, you would do it.
So Jess, would you recommend to this woman that maybe her husband should get lipo?
Here's the thing about lipo, though. You still have to maintain it. That is why when you get all these procedures done, people have to go back, get it redone, go back, get it redone. Because if you gain a certain amount of weight after lipo, it will show. So I don't know. That's why people can only get so, you have to still work. Or you don't have to work, really.
What do you guys think this woman should... Oh, go ahead, Marcus. My bad.
No, I was just going to say...
We got completely off track.
That maybe just the effort. If the gentleman would put in some effort, team up with the wife and be on the same page. Okay, hey, you're not feeling this, babe. All right, I'm going to go to this therapy with you. I'm going to hit the gym. But that doesn't necessarily mean my whole frame and figure is going to change. But I'm going to work with you. We're going to work through this together. I think that's the first step. Changing your body and making things happen naturally is not always the easiest thing, especially when you get older. So I don't know what this young lady is looking for. Just like you said, what does she look like? It's unfair to put undue pressure on this man, but at least he should listen to what his spouse is saying. If she's unhappy, he should be unhappy, and he should be able to meet her halfway in all situations, I believe.
But I kind of understand him not wanting to go to therapy, because he has gained weight.
Dr. Now?
And she is not attracted. I mean, I don't know if that's something I would go to therapy for.
Well, if she's not attracted to you,
therapy for this?
If she's not attracted to you,
but she said she's in love with him.
I know.
There's something that doesn't make sense.
She's unattracted to you.
I'm not attracted to you, but I'm madly in love with you.
What if maybe he's on that whole tip of like, look, you've been with me this long, you ain't gonna go nowhere, so I don't really give a fuck. Like maybe that might be his mentality of like, I don't need to last week. Weight.
Is he the breadwinner? What is he the guy that's 6'4", just gained a little weight, but has the financials? But that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like,
I don't think that matters.
Deal with it. If you're not going anywhere, he'll never go anywhere. You're so in love with him, but yet you're unattracted to him and don't want to have sex with him like that.
I think that's an issue, though.
It is an issue.
I wouldn't want that issue. If you told me, damn, you
can't say you're in love with somebody and be like, but you know what? I'm just not attracted to you.
I'm going to just put myself in that situation.
Love that person.
I'm going to put myself there.
But that's it.
If you said I was falling off and I'm doing bad,
well,
then I would be like, damn, okay, I might want to tighten up a little bit. I know that, I could be feeling myself. I'm okay. I'm not tripping. But my wife is like, damn, you falling short, buddy. So I'm like, all right, okay. Let me at least entertain, hear her out, and maybe
that's you though.
Tighten this thing up, though.
Here he goes being all special and shit.
No.
This is what I would do.
Well,
I would take a deep dive inside.
And this is not just me. This is the majority of all men. If you're suffering in the bedroom and your lady don't want to mess with you in the bedroom,
that should spark. There's something else going on. That should spark. Like, hey,
fire lit.
Let me hit this gym.
Tighten this thing up, or let's at least talk about it. Let me make an excuse. Let me do something, right? But just to be like, I don't care, it doesn't matter to me, that is tough.
Oh, I feel bad for both of them. I feel bad.
Maybe he has that issue too, where it's like, well, damn, I'm not trying to be that intimate with you because he's put on so much weight and it don't work properly.
Excuse me, what doesn't work properly? Well, if you have a weight, if you have weight and it's affecting up here, that can affect down there as well.
It starts here, though. Right?
And then you have your wife who's like, you should go to the gym. So he's really affected.
His friends might want to check on him, man. That's a tough place to be in.
Jess, let's say Marcus started dragging his belly across you. would you say something to him and be like, hey, you might need to
wait a minute,
work that out?
Who says it hasn't happened?
That's fair.
I mean,
That's fair.
but
I ain't what I used to be.
I don't know.
Yo,
we
sorry.
laugh.
But you're not
we laugh
obese,
about
True.
things. He's not obese, but we laugh about things, and we. But if it got down to it, I would say something. I'd be like, you know what? Okay, this is.
And
this.
you think you know somebody? That's.
That's the thing. He wouldn't say it to me. He'll let me blow the fuck up and still be like, oh, you're the greatest thing. And
why can't
I'm
I
not
love
gonna
all
let
of
you
you?
blow the fuck up.
Why can't I love every crack
I'm
and
not gonna.
crevice
I
and
might love you, but I'm
fold
not
and
gonna
crease
like
and
you.
all of that. And I can't really be in love with all of that and
I
enjoy
might love you, but I'm not gonna like you.
every
I'm just not.
every crack and crevice. See,
I'm
that's
just not.
and that's just me and my energy, right? But everybody ain't.
I'm
me,
just being
man.
honest. We can only bump bellies for so long before it's like you're hurting me. First of all,
But if we having fun, we having a great time, and then you like,
it's not a great time when you're being smothered. But
But that's the thing, though, is like if your
when
wife
you can't
can't
breathe,
be honest
your
with.
chest cavity is being fucked
yeah.
up.
Honesty is good though.
I was about
I
to say,
agree.
isn't that what you want from your wife? Is to be honest with you?
I agree.
I would think, right?
Yeah, be honest.
I agree.
I agree.
Honesty is the
And
best
sometimes
policy.
the truth hurts. And then that's when you got to go internally and go, okay.
And you can grow from those pain points or those uncomfortable conversations.
Right.
It may hurt, and you may be pissed off. There may be some foul language, et cetera, and some mud slinging, but you grow from it. And
You know,
get better.
it's like these braids I used to get. This is the one time I used to get these tiny micro
you
braids,
go.
right? When I was pregnant with Carmen and after I had him. And I took them out, right? And I had long moved on to another weave, right? And he was like, I can't remember, we were talking about it. He was like, I did not like your hair like that. I did not like those braids. Do you think I would put those braids back in my hair again? Absolutely not. Because it triggered something in my soul that he said he did not like those. I was a little mad because I wore them for like a year and he just sat silent. I wish he would have said something before, right? He said it like 2 years, 3 years later. Like I am on a whole different full
you loved them, though.
closure weave.
And you were so excited about them. So who was I to be like,
It was convenient.
Like a
I was a
bubble.
new mother.
yeah, so hey,
But yeah, so and stuff like that.
is she still cute?
But obviously, I wasn't. You like everything, but to say that was big. I'm like, all right, I must have had too much
I've been hearing this
forehead,
for a long time,
not enough
too,
edges
so
showing. I don't
this is
know.
interesting. This is good.
The way Marcus went about that to tell you like years later.
Years later, it still stings.
Well, here's the thing is like, as dudes, like we gotta be, like we say all the time, we gotta pick our battles and we kind of gotta be,
strategy.
you gotta be strategic about what
Pregnant
you like, what
and
you say
shit,
you like
too,
and
so
what you don't like.
Well, maybe it was different because I was also 200 pounds. So that could have further stretched it could have done a lot, right? He could have been to that
yeah,
point
you just
where
had a baby,
he wasn't
like, the
attracted
last-
to me like that.
That's what I'm saying.
And
Like
the
you just had a
braids
baby.
really
The
did
last
it.
thing you needed to hear was him say, "Oh, by the way, your braids fucking suck." Like you're postpartum. Like that's just like, why would any dude in their right mind just do that? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So like, I agree with Marcus. Like, yeah, like I'm not about to go to my postpartum woman and say, "Oh, hey, by the way, your fucking hair, yeah, it's trash." Like
He might have went to his grave if he would have done it at that time.
what is the last piece of advice you guys could give this woman to, I don't know, help spark something in her husband so he can take care of himself, especially if there's health reasons involved. Not necessarily for aesthetic, but she's concerned about his health. So obviously the man's kind of big.
Well, you can do like kids and you can put a little spinach in his pasta. You know, there's ways to camouflage putting healthy stuff into their meals. I say just do something outside of going to the gym. Be active outside together. Go on adventures, biking, all that kind of stuff. Outdoor adventures, shitty time, but still something that doesn't feel like exercising that he may get excited about, and do it together, make a habit, and have fun.
I agree. And I would take it a step further and be on some intervention type of seriousness, right? Like, I don't know if this man is kind of brushing her off, but bring it to him in a way to where, like, this is serious. I want you to change. I want you to be here for us and our kids, our grandkids, et cetera, et cetera. If you're to a point to where you're getting unhealthy, this is serious. I need you to hear me. I need you to feel me. I love you. I want to be with you for as long as we can be with each other. So let's see if we can make some small changes. I know it's not going to be instant, but I'm here to work with you, and let's move forward.
Yeah. Go have all of his levels checked. And maybe
that's exactly what I was about to say.
A third party come
there,
in.
You know? And so
that's exactly what I was about to say, was like, take him to the doctor, have him have his checkup, get his blood work done, and see if the real threat is there of, high cholesterol and hypertension and things like that. Remember, man, heart failure is one of the biggest killers in America, man. So,
especially among Black people.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
Agreed. Great episode, guys. BBLs and bonnets for everybody. Woo! Truly God. Unruly, Marcus Trufant, Jessica Trufant. My name is Kale. And if you want us to answer your questions, you can email us at trulyunrulypodcast@gmail.com. You can listen to us on your favorite podcasting platform. Remember to like, leave a review, and subscribe. And if you want to catch the visual, just search Truly Unruly or Marcus Trufant on YouTube, and catch us every Sunday on Converge. I think that's it. Boom, boom, boom. All right, y'all. Till next time, peace and much love.